Welcome to the online class of English grammar, or you my dear students of grade 6. I hope you all will be fine. Here is your teacher Mrs. Nala with new lessons about article, demonstrative adjectives and comparative adjectives. You will have these exercises on page number 110 and page number 111. First of all, we are going to do an exercise about articles and demonstrative adjectives. About these two things you have studied during the previous lectures. The articles are a and the. These three words are articles, and demonstrative adjectives are these, that, these and those. Okay, now we are going to do our exercise A. Rewrite each sentence on the line changing the article in parentheses so that it correctly completes the sentence. Number 1. Meteorologists are scientists who study and predict our weather. That is wrong here. Actually, is a wrong article. It must be the weather. You will rewrite the sentence with correct article. Number 2. They use a variety of tools. No, that's wrong. Actually, you should say they use a variety of tools. Then the sentence will be correct. Your answer will be 100% complete when you will write the complete sentence again with correct article. Number 3. An thermometer is wrong. It should be a thermometer is an instrument. A thermometer is an instrument that measures air temperature. Number 4. A barometer measures the air pressure. Here you will replace an with a and you will change this with the. Number 5. Meteorologists use an anemometer to measure wind speed. Meteorologists use an anemometer to measure wind speed. You will change this with an. Now we are going to do exercise B. Read each sentence, underline the demonstrative adjective that correctly completes the sentence. This wind shows the wind is blowing in an easterly direction. You will underline this. Number 7. Judging by these weather maps, a storm is on the way. You will underline these. Number 8. Heavy rains should move through our area this afternoon. You will underline this. We can measure the amount of rain with that rain gauge. You will underline that. And the last one. Those weather predictions were very accurate. Please underline those. Now we are going to do an exercise about adjectives. Adjectives are actually the words which describe a noun. These adjectives can be positive, can be negative, or partial in the meanings. Like the verbs, there are also different forms of adjectives which are called simple adjective or positive adjective, comparative adjectives and superlative adjectives. First of all, we are going to study comparative adjectives which compare two people, places or things. For example, you will say this table is bigger than that one. Now I am comparing or I am doing an analysis of two tables according to the length or their size. So I will say this table is bigger than that one. The word bigger is a comparative adjective. You are taller than my brother. Now the word taller is a comparative adjective. Now how can you formulate different kinds of adjectives? So there are certain rules. You must go through these rules in order to have a clear understanding about adjectives. You can make comparative adjectives by adding er to most one syllable and most two syllable words. For example, the word dark. It is an adjective. If you want to make a comparative adjective for this word dark, you will add only er at the end, darker. And the same formula you will apply for the adjective small. You will say small and smaller. Now here is more explanation. If an adjective ends in e, drop the e before adding er. If it ends in a consonant preceded by a single vowel, double the consonant. If it ends with y, change the y to I. For example, the adjective wide. It ends with e. Now if you see this rule, you were adding er at the end of the adjective, but here you will add only r. So here you cannot say wideer, that will be wrong. So you will drop, means you will delete this e, then add er. Now what about pretty? Pretty, pretty. Now it's ending with y, so you will change this y into ier. Okay, prettier and prettiest, that will be the superlative adjective. And what about big? Now here you will not add only er, you will not say biger, you will say bigger because of the stress on the last letter. So you will say bigger, like hotter, thinner. Now here are different forms of adjectives. In verbs we have present, past, past participle. In adjectives we have adjective, comparative, superlative, funny, funnier, funniest, kind, kinder, kindest, old, older, oldest, silly, sillier, silliest. Now this y is being changed into ier and iest respectively in the adjectives are comparative and superlatives. Happy, happier, happiest, kind, kinder, kindest. So these are just examples. You must study these examples to have a clear idea about adjectives. Now we move towards the exercise on page number 111. Read each sentence on the lines provided. Write the correct comparative form of the adjectives in parentheses. You will just write the correct comparative adjective on the line. Anthony's house is close to mine and David's house is even closer. The word closer will be the answer here. Just write closer on the line. Number 2, Jackson Street is busy but Jefferson Street is busier. Number 3, Julie's scooter is fast but her bike is faster. Number 4, the weather is hot today but it will be even hotter tomorrow. Now you will not add only er at the end of the adjective hot. You will say hotter, hotter tomorrow. Number 5, that is a nice spot for a picnic, but this spot is nicer. Now we move towards exercise B. Rewrite the sentence using the correct comparative form of the adjective in parentheses. Number 6, we took the longest route through the park. Now you have to use the superlative, means the third form of the adjective, long, longer, longest. Okay, actually what is the scenario? There were 3 or 4 different directions to reach the park. Okay, but you decided to adopt or take the longest route. Okay, we took the longest route through the park. Number 7, my dog was bigger than Jung's dog. Now here is a comparison of one dog with another. So you will use the comparative form of adjective. My dog was bigger than Jung's dog. Number 8, the leaves are prettier today than they were last week. The leaves are prettier today than they were last week. So you will change this pretty into prettier. So we have done our 2 exercises about adjectives and articles, demonstrative adjectives as well. So you will revise these exercises as your homework. I hope you will have written all the answers correctly. Take care, stay home, stay safe. See you next time with some new lessons. Till then.